We've reached a consensus. Keep your distance from the family at present. My father's text illuminated the screen, offering no context or dialogue. Instead, it delivered a verdict. I scrutinized it for a significant duration before typing 2 succinct words. Comprehended. And that was my last response. Audibly speaking, there was no argument, no conversation thread, no midnight voice messages. Just quietude. Beneath the silence lay precision. Initially, I contacted my attorney, the one they remained unaware of. We'd been discreetly handling my stake in the family's office building venture. Legally, it amounted to 42%. But in essence, I was the financier, the backbone. That evening, I withdrew my investment without explanation. It wasn't necessary. By dawn, the flaws started manifesting. My mother phoned me twice, then again. She followed up with a text. "Are you all right?" I chose not to reply. By the 20th hour, my brother sent a voice note. He rarely resorts to such methods. His tone was anxious, bordering on hysteria. "Listen, I didn't concur with what Dad said. I was simply taken aback." The developer subsequently messaged, "Can we discuss something?" What triggered this was my withdrawal, which had apparently devastated our financing. Smiling, I wasn't rejoicing over the end. Instead, it was the start that amused me. They seemed to have forgotten who held the reins. For years, I had skillfully turned their family's turmoil into smooth operation. Unacknowledged and unrecorded, I covered my brother's gambling debts, saved Mom from collection agencies due to her medical bills, and Dad's reputation, I protected it from 3 lawsuits, all the while operating anonymously, never leaving a trace. This was their thanks: exile via group decision, a group I had single-handedly established and funded. I didn't yell. Instead, I began to disconnect the wires. Accounts were halted, access denied, terminating the schedule for replenishing the trust fund. Every offering I made wasn't kindness, it was support. And without me, their support system was collapsing. By day 3, they weren't just cold, they were desperate. Mom texted again. "Sweetheart, I think your father may have phrased things poorly." My brother communicated, "Speak with Mom, she's unwell." I remained quiet as I absorbed the words, not out of indifference, but because I had felt and understood. However, what followed was gaslighting. My father sent a message advising against overreaction, claiming that I often took things too personally, and this wasn't about me. There it was. The oldest tactic in the book. Make the pain seem like an annoyance. Lessen the hurt. Attribute the suffering to the wound itself. Yet, I hadn't been wounded for quite some time. What they couldn't grasp, was that 3 months ago, I discovered a letter, hidden among old documents at my grandmother's estate, addressed to me, written 20 years prior. "They will exploit you until you're drained. Because you are reliable. Because you don't fracture. However, child, one day, you must cease supporting everyone. Allow it to collapse. That's not cruelty. That's insight." She foresaw it before I did. And I finally accepted her truth. On the 5th day, I concluded the matter. The family accountant was instructed to transfer all documents to me. The programmer formally announced a permanent split, leaving the family WhatsApp group in silence. No goodbyes, no explanations. Just quietness, profound and deafening. Those who expel me now yearn for contact. Yet, there was no resentment within me, only determination. Time passed, the family business crumbled, investors withdrew, reputation shattered. I learned about it from others, not them. They still tried to connect, but I remained inaccessible. Dad sent a bottle of my preferred whiskey. Mom wrote a lengthy letter filled with memories, and my brother shared an old photo of us as kids, adding a caption, "Missed this." For a brief instant, I did miss it, the concept, not the reality. So, I responded with a straightforward message. "I hope you're all doing well. Please direct any financial inquiries to my lawyer." Occasionally, I spot them from a distance, at gatherings or online. Their smiles appear strained, their voices tremble. They gaze at me as if I'm a locked door. And indeed, I am. Betrayal is simple. Revenge, genuine revenge, is an art form. It necessitates patience, discernment, and grace. It's no easy task, yet now that I am liberated from their burden, I don't feel anger. Instead, I feel unencumbered, as if I had been carrying a heavy load for years and only just stepped out from beneath it. My life has changed. I live in smaller circles, enjoy peaceful mornings, and hold the only key. From time to time, Their messages still appear, but I refuse to read them. Some narratives don't call for continuations. Some acts of betrayal are not deserving of redemption. As for me, I no longer harbor anger. Instead, I am sovereign, much like a quiet, yet powerful justice. Subscribe for more tales like this, and share it with someone who understands what it means to depart with strength.